Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today, I want to talk about the power of words, mainly the power of words, but also the power of thought as well. Words are powerful. Don't believe me? Let's go down the rabbit hole together. So, I like to learn. I went down the rabbit hole the other day about the power of words, found some scriptures on it, found some videos on it. Let's get into it. So, I'm going to share this video with you guys. Very interesting. Study done.
In 1994, Japanese scientist Dr. Masaru Emoto proved something extraordinary. Your words physically change the world around you. Dr. Emoto had students speak negative words like, "I hate you" and "you're a failure" to one set of water bottles. Another set was treated with kind, loving words like, "I love you" and "thank you." After freezing the water and viewing it under a microscope, the results were astonishing. The water exposed to negativity formed chaotic, distorted patterns. The water blessed with positivity crystallized into breathtaking, harmonious shapes. Here's the mind-blowing part. Over 70% of your body is water. That means every word you speak is creating a ripple effect in your cells, shaping your energy, health, and even your reality. Speak love, speak gratitude, speak power into your life. Click our bio link and access Inner Tune to make this effortless.
Okay, so that's very interesting. The fact that just by speaking positive and negative to water creates different patterns of chaos and beautiful patterns, is just mind blowing. I started getting into like the law of vibration, and I am a firm believer in what you put out comes back to you. And a lot of times that is through our words. Are you negative, always gossiping, talking about people, judging people? Let's pull up this chart. Supposedly, higher vibrations are these emotions: enlightenment, peace, joy, love, reason, acceptance, willingness. And as you can see down here, you have shame, guilt, and etc., anger, pride. So supposedly, what you put out comes back to you in other forms. I'm a firm believer in that. And it's something that I live by. And I feel like that it's something that really has affected my life. Feel free to share in the comments if it has affected yours as well, if you also believe in this stuff. But honestly, firm believer in this. I went down the rabbit hole the other day and I found lots of scripture that talks about the power of words. In the beginning, God spoke the universe into existence. Genesis, first book of the Christian Bible, if you're religious. If not, even if you're not religious, if you read the Christian Bible, it will put you onto some major game in the Bible. Whether you believe the stories or don't, whether you're Christian or not, the Bible is fascinating. It is so well written from its time that honestly, when you read it, it's like, no way that this just came from normal human beings. Let's be honest, humans ain't that smart these days. And back then, a lot of they didn't really know much about the world back then. You have to think about when the Bible was written during these times. They did not know much about the world. And so for some of the stuff that you see in the Bible, it's fascinating. A lot of times, a lot of this was interpreted. Things get, misconstrued and they change throughout the years. And then there's this whole thing with the King James version. I'm not going to get into that, but there is game in scripture. And you can really learn a lot, I feel like. All right, so I believe that words really are powerful. Let's bring some famous, people into it. The person that comes to my mind, honestly, is Martin Luther King. You can literally change nations, societies off word, off of the things that you say. Words can make people motivated, right? And then let's bring it back to the negative side. Someone who comes to my mind, Hitler. You can tear nations down. You can tear societies down. You can cause pain and suffering. So honestly, words are powerful. And a lot of times I feel like, we probably don't realize how powerful we are as individuals because we're not famous. We're not celebrities. We're not, these famous historical figures. But I do believe that what you put into the universe, it will come back to you in many ways. And you can test it out, try being positive for a week, a month, don't engage in gossip and negativity and going on social media and judging people and see what happens. For me, when I do engage in positivity and when I just like, I don't even like to watch negative things anymore. I don't like to watch crime shows or anything like that anymore. I like to watch stuff that where I'm going to learn and it's like positive vibes. Positive vibes only. Um okay, so I also wanted to share some scripture with you all. Let's find it, get it on the screen. All right, so these are just a few. As you can see, I found a lot. I'm sure there's many others. A man is not defiled by what enter his mouth, but by what comes out of it. Game. The tongue can bring death or life. Exactly what I was just talking about. Those who love to talk will reap the consequences. Our words have the power to build people up and give them life, or tear people down and bring them death. That's deep. The tongue has the power of life and death. Those who love it will eat its fruit. I tell you, on the day of judgment, people who give account for every careless word they speak. Careful what you say. Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. And of course, the famous one, you reap what you sow. I can honestly say, I know people who are very negative. They're very negative. They're drama. They're always, starting fights, and everywhere they go, it's a problem. They always need to speak to the manager, and they have the worst luck. Bad karma. Those are the people that always have like a flat tire. They're always getting kicked out, evicted, just crazy stuff. Because what you put out into the universe, you will get back. And then, you see people who are very positive, like very happy, very joyful, very kind. They're always doing things for others. And those are the people that, like, when you go gambling, they win a few $1,000s. They find money on the ground. Good things always happen to them. I feel like because what you put into the universe will come back to you. And that's really my message for today. I feel like we are very powerful as human beings, and there are things beyond us that we do not understand, that we still don't know when it comes to science. And what we do know is energy is real in the universe, vibration, everything vibrates, everything has a frequency. And if your frequency is negativity, bad vibes, you're going to attract that. So I just wanted to share this interesting, things with you that I was thinking of and going down the rabbit hole the other day. And with that said, I just hope that you all are positive and kind and, be a good person. It takes nothing to be a good person. Walk the path of being a good person. And I feel like good things will come back to you. So if you're just, someone who's just always thinking, and it's hard to not think negatively. I feel like we're all guilty of that. I'm definitely nowhere near perfect, and no human on this planet is. But we can change, we can grow, we can learn, we can change our habits, change our ways, and and a lot of things that we change and a lot of things that we begin to do can really help us mentally, spiritually. And so I just wanted to share that with you all. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Until next time.